Welcome to Horror Year, where every story is a journey into the unknown. If you're brave enough to face your darkest fears and uncover the most chilling tales, you've come to the right place. So, dim the lights, turn up the volume, and subscribe to Horror Year. Your journey into terror begins now. According to reports, Lorraine Warren, a well-known psychic, considered the Amityville case to be the most eerie of her more than 50 years of working with the paranormal. Dark. Lorraine Warren described it as the embodiment of evil when questioned about her experiences entering the infamous Amityville horror house in 1976 in a 2005 interview with CNN. In 1952, Lorraine and her spouse, Ed Warren, established the New England Society for Psychic Research and commenced a global paranormal investigation program that lasted for over half a century. Horror films like The Conjuring, Annabelle, and the Amityville Horror were all inspired by some of those cases and were based on genuine stories. The terror that struck Amityville, Long Island in 1974, started right before Thanksgiving. The DeFeo family occupied the house at 112 Ocean Avenue. Ronald, the eldest son, shot and killed his parents and his 4 younger siblings when he was 23 years old. During his 1975 trial, he testified that he had killed his family, but his defense team contended that DeFeo was insane at the time and had killed them because of voices in his head. In November 1975, DeFeo was ultimately convicted guilty on 6 charges of second-degree murder and given 6 life sentences. In March 2021, he passed away in prison at the age of 69. The Lutz family claimed that even though they had the house blessed by a priest before moving in that winter, they were plagued with mental illness from the day they arrived. When George was forced to listen to his children's bed slam up and down on the floor in the middle of the night, he told ABC News in 2002 that the front door would slam and that he was being held to the bed by an invisible force. He claimed that the creature in the house changed his wife into an elderly woman and caused her to levitate. 4 weeks after moving in, the Lutz family left everything behind but the clothing on their backs and left the property after the levitation incident. The Warren exam Ed and Lorraine visited the house 5 months after the Lutz family departed in order to look into the family's past traumas. Lorraine experienced a strong sense of something demonic in the house and was overcome with images of the bodies of the DeFeo family lying on the floor, according to the Warrens' case files. Ed was also physically pushed to the ground. A picture of a demon child standing in the basement of the house was also taken by the Warrens. They came to the conclusion that demonic spirits were active in the house. In the end, the Lutz family relocated to California after selling the land. Since the Lutzes moved out, the house has had 4 more owners, but no new reports of paranormal activity have surfaced, according to the New York Post. Numerous films based on the Warrens' study were also inspired by this case. Between the killings and December 1975, when George and Kathy Lutz bought it and moved in with their young kids, the house sat vacant. And that brings us to the end of today's delightful story. I really hope it had you on the edge of your seat. If you liked this story, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button. It means a lot to me. And if you're new around here, feel free to subscribe. There's always an exciting surprise waiting just around the corner and you won't want to miss it. Do you have a spooky story to share or a fun idea for our next tale? Feel free to share in the comments below. I'm really curious to know what gives you the creeps the most. And as always, take care, keep exploring. And remember, sometimes the most chilling tales are the ones left untold. Catch you in the next one, if you're up for it.